guys, welcome back, or if you're new, my name's Izzy. Nice to meet you. This video is a bit different, kind of because I just wanted to yap and there's no one here to yap to, so we're gonna have a yap. And also, I feel like I'm in my 3rd year of uni. I've learned a lot being 21 years old. I know I'm not even halfway through my life, and I'm probably gonna give out some advice that some older people will deem as completely wrong, but I just thought we'd have a little catch up. I thought I'd tell you where I'm at. You can leave a comment below. We can have a little discussion about New Year's resolutions, just life and growing as a person. I'm gonna call this video New Year, New Me because I am gonna go through a list of things that I want to do this year on New Year's resolutions. I don't really believe in a resolution. I think if you want to do something, just do it. Why are you waiting for the new year? Also, before I start, please let me know some of your New Year's resolutions below. I love hearing about other people's resolutions. I think it's so interesting. My main resolution for this year is actually just to slow down. I live in a very busy city. I feel like I live a very busy life. And recently I've just learned that, like, you know, you don't need to rush everywhere. Like, not everything is something to rush for. For example, I literally had an assignment this morning in East London. I live in northwest London. It is far away. And instead of like running straight home to get food, I was like, right, I'm gonna go on a walk. And I walked slower. I made a point to walk slower. I got home now, like, and I feel so much nicer than when I'm rushing all over the place. When I came home from Sussex back to London the other day, I made a point to get the tube and just sit and just enjoy the tube session. I didn't even put my headphones in. I just wanted to slow down, because sometimes it's so easy to get carried away in life anyway, but especially living in a chaotic city, it is so easy to just get dragged in with the crowd. So I just want to make a point to slow down. Especially where I'm self-employed, like, I don't actually get out as much as I used to when I would work. So yeah, I'm just learning to enjoy like every single moment, even if it is the tube that I do not like getting on, and I would much rather have a car. And that actually leads me very nicely on to my next point, and that's to learn from everything. So the reason I didn't have my headphones on is because my AirPods decided to break. So what did I learn from that? I learned maybe leave them a bit longer to dry when you wash them. So yeah, you can learn from everything, but also my main thing with the headphones breaking is I just got a chance to like appreciate more. I don't know how to word this. Like, I don't know if you can see, I keep looking out my window because I love the view in my flat, and I'm really just trying to take it all in, because I know like where I'm at in life now is such a blessing. Like, I love my life so much. I'm so grateful to be in the position I'm in. I'm so grateful to live in London and to be self-employed and to, you know, be a full-time creator. That is such like a dream job, and it was my dream job, and now I live in my dream place, and I live with my dream friends, and I have so much wealth around me. Not even in terms of money, like, I'm so rich with like just how my life is. Honestly, some part of me thinks I've peaked in life, but I just really want to sit back and just enjoy what life is. You know, like, I didn't have the best childhood growing up, and like, this was my dream, and now I'm living my dream. And yeah, of course there's other things I still want to achieve. I would love to be winning Oscars, and I would love to have an actual like role on TV. I'm not doing too badly. That's the thing, is I feel like it's so easy to just get caught up in like a rush, or in so much stress, or in like what other people are doing, and you know, you're just you. Like, no one's ever gonna be me. That's so cool to me. No one ever is gonna be me, and no one is gonna be you. Like, nobody. So why am I spending my time like, oh, but Billie Eilish had done this by 15 and this person had done this by 22. Like, so they haven't done what I've done. Granted, some things will be on a different scale. I just want to be more okay with being in the moment, slowing down, and just appreciating what I have. That's actually another point on the list, is be okay with being me. I quite like who I am, and I feel like that not necessarily intimidates, but people don't like that. I like who I am. I think I'm pretty. I think I'm funny. I think I'm really smart and cool. And it's so cringe to say. And I know there's people around me who think a similar thing, and I feel like it's such a thing in society now to hate yourself. If I'm like, oh yeah, I'm pretty, everyone's like, oh, you're so stuck up. Like, I'll probably get comments on this video, oh, you're so stuck up, like, why would you think that way? Why would I change my opinion about myself to make what other people feel better? Like, why would I choose to live in a negative mindset when I can just be like, yeah, like, that's how I think of me? And again, going back to that point, like, no one else is gonna be me. I'm never gonna be anyone else. This is the body I live in. This is the mind I have. This is the face I have. This is who I am and how I grew up. No one else has that. Overall, as like one main big point, I just want to exist in peace. And I just want to slow down so that I can enjoy every moment of that. Don't get me wrong, sometimes I'm gonna have to rush, of course. I'm a late girly. But even in that rush, I can choose to be like, oh, okay, I'm rushing, like, this is how it feels. Like, let me just slow down my breathing a bit, etc. Anyway, that was a long point. That's my main, like, New Year's resolution. It's just like, do you know what? You live and you learn. But going back to a point I mentioned, I said to learn from everything. I have learned so much from going to uni, living in uni, having a boyfriend, and suddenly not having a boyfriend, from different friendship groups. I've been broke, I've been up, chaos. And one thing I can safely say now is every single event has led me to this point in my life, and I'm very grateful to be at this point in my life. So it's understanding that every single thing has happened for a reason. Even if it was the most painful experience of my life and I never want to do it again, it's got me to exactly where I am now. I went through a breakup last year. Worst thing ever. Do not recommend it. Horrible, horrible, horrible. Never again. Never again. And for me, I learned so much about myself. I learned you can't change other people. I've learned, you know, I've messed up in some ways, but it's not all my fault. Yada, 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 yada. I've also learned what I'd look for in a partner. Where's crossing the line? When you dip below the line, gone. You know, everyone has that like one breakup that shapes them. I believe I've had mine. Because why was I still crying about it a year after it happened? I was watching TikToks after we broke up and it was like, oh, it can take 6 weeks to get over someone. I was like, 6 weeks? Are you joking me? 52 weeks later, I'm having dreams and waking up and crying about it. Thank God for my girls. This is one thing. I have the best friends in the entire world. They're just my favorite people in the entire world. And I'm so grateful. For a long period of time, after that breakup, I'm just using that as an example, I was just like, oh my God, I've done this wrong, I've done this, I've messed up here. Why did this happen when this could happen? Realistically, it was all just lessons, and I didn't want it to be a lesson. I remember specifically saying to my ex-boyfriend, like, I want you to be the one, I don't want you to be a lesson. And it was a lesson. And now that I'm out of it, thank God for that lesson. I could not have lived my whole life without that lesson, and that was the most painful thing I've had to go through. Maybe not maybe top 2, but now I can safely say, can't get worse. Touch wood, surely it can't get worse than that. Also, I've been through a few friends in my lifetime. I've learned what's a red flag in a friend, and also I've now got friends that I wouldn't know if it wasn't for these other groups of friends that I'm no longer friends with. And these friends that I've stayed friends with are through these people, but if I didn't know these people, I wouldn't have met them. And this person is the best person in my entire life, and these people are just not nice people. But thank God I met them so that I could meet that other person. I've learned when to open my mouth. I've learned when to shut my mouth. It's been a wild ride, and uni is a place I never pictured myself going, and yet thank God I did. Thank God I hated my job so much to the point where I had to do my last case scenario, and now I'm at uni. Thank God I went to that job and hated it so much and cried my eyes out and dreaded it, and I had such a strong hate to this job to the point that it pushed me in the right direction in life. Learn from everything. Like, that's crazy. Like, if I burned that job, I'd be miserable. And the thing is, at that time in my life, I was really getting into music production. Never in my life have I been interested in music production before this. Now that's what I study at uni. And now I'm a producer and a singer. Guys, I got music coming out this month. So even from that job I didn't like, I've learned that like some things need to happen. Some things you need to hate to put you in another place or to teach you something. Everything actually happens for a reason, and don't ignore the people that say that, because I'm such a strong believer in that. Even on my way home just now, like I said, I was coming from East London. I missed my stop. I literally missed my stop, and I was already on the train for like an hour, and I ended up like way further northwest, and I could have sat there and been like, oh my God, that's just added another half hour to my journey, like, for God's sake. But like, realistically, what is complaining gonna do? And also, I don't know if you've heard the burnt toast theory. Someone could have robbed me if I'd have got off at the right stop. I'm such a strong believer in everything happens for a reason, and I am exactly where I'm meant to be, even when it doesn't feel like it. And trust me, sometimes it does not feel like it, but the best is yet to come. I've got some boring resolutions, like stop touching my face. I'm a really bad pimple popper. If I have a pimple, I will pop it. That has been on my New Year's resolutions list for the last like 3 years. So down, I also want to get an accountant. Guys, I can't do taxes, it stresses me out. I want to move to LA this year as well, so I want to be more chill with stepping outside my comfort zone. This is a massive step outside my comfort zone. I forget I'm an American citizen and I don't really know what that means. So I need to sort out my passport and flights and moving and stress. But I'm gonna bring you along when that does happen. But for now, I can't even think about it. I'm gonna enjoy my London life because I know as soon as I'm over there, I'm really gonna miss London. But I also feel like I'm gonna love it as well, which is why I just want to enjoy everything, because you can't be everywhere at once. So I'm gonna enjoy it whilst I can. My last point is I actually have music coming out this month, hopefully this month, if not beginning of Feb. That is something I've wanted to do forever. No, since I was like maybe 15, I wanted to release music, but I was always so like, it's not good enough. Like, what about this? What about this? And then I had a song that was meant to come out. If you scroll down my Instagram feed, the promo video is literally there. Probably a good thing it didn't come out. Like I said, everything happens for a reason, but I do have a bit of hatred for the people that were to blame for that. I started social media because I wanted to do makeup and music, and yeah, find them on my channel right now. This year I really want to get back into doing music. I feel like I'm really confident until it comes to music. Getting on stage and singing scares me, but I can go and give a public speech. I gave an 18-minute public speech this morning. One song, like, it terrifies me. So about a month ago I did like an open mic. That was really fun, and anytime I'm on stage I love it, but I just get so self-critical. I feel like I forget how to sing, and I do, to be honest, but I just love being on stage, and I just want to be more musical. You know, I want to produce music, I want to release music, and I want that to be part of my brand. So if that's something you're interested in, please hype me up below, because I need it. That will start to be introduced on my TikTok. Probably not on YouTube as much, other than in videos and stuff, but Instagram, TikTok, I do want to add a bit more music. I've actually got a dinner with, I think it's the owner of a record label tomorrow. That's so exciting. That's another one of those things, like, everything happens for a reason. So I met him because I do UGC. Guys, who would have thought? And yeah, obviously music is a border of like cringe and relatable, and so I want to be okay with the music I write. I want to be a bit more confident in the stuff I produce, and also trust the process a bit more. You know, it's so easy to write a song and be like, that is disgusting, or that is too difficult to sing, yada yada yada. So I want to make the most of, you know, I study music at uni, for those of you who don't know. Studios, if I didn't have free access to them, I would not be going. So I may as well make the most of it whilst I can, because the amount of money I should have spent in studios is crazy. So I'm gonna make the most of these studio times. I'm hopefully gonna have music coming out. No, I know I'm gonna have music coming out, because it's literally part of my degree. I don't have a choice anymore, guys. I put myself in this situation. Music coming out, there'll be a video. Wait, should I give a sneak peek? I haven't mixed the track, if anyone knows what that means. I'm gonna tease 2 songs. Anyway, that's one. I can't do this, it's so awkward. I'm okay putting a camera up in front of anyone in public. When it comes to music, I just... But then everyone else on my course who sings, I'm like, yeah, get it, girl. Like, great, period. But for some reason, when it's me, I just can't. And I want to be okay with that, because I actually think I'm pretty talented. Sometimes, when I hit it right, oh, don't take that out of context, please. And this is another song that it will be my second release, and it's coming out with my friend Jenny. Check her out on YouTube and Spotify, by the way. Jenny Squibb. She is incredible, very underrated artist. Jenny Squibb. I'm actually gonna link her below. Those are 2 tracks that will be coming out in the next couple months. So stay tuned. Guys, I may be so nervous. But yeah, if you want to follow along with that musical journey as well, follow my TikTok, follow my Instagram. I am aware I do kind of have an audience already, and I don't want to push anyone away by changing it to music. And that's my main point in starting music. I want it to just fit seamlessly into everything else I do. I want to continue doing beauty, fashion, lifestyle, uni advice, and just grow with the audience I have, rather than swap them out, because I'm very grateful that I do have an audience and that they've put me in a situation that I'm in now. But yeah, those are my goals for New Year. Very much a ramble, because they're all kind of the same thing, and it's just like an existential crisis. I hope you guys kind of took something away from this, I guess. And like I said, if you have any New Year's resolutions or anything that you kind of want to do now, and it just happens to be New Year, please let me know below. I'll link my socials below. I'll link Jen below as well, because she's very talented, and she also has a YouTube, and it's great. So thank you guys for watching. It's a bit of a different video, but I appreciate you a lot. Happy New Year. Hope it's the best for you all, and I'll see you very, very soon. Mwah!